Hey guys, Barry here. I just got a nice shipment of Enkei RPF1s. I got 18 by 9, 35 offset, and I thought it was good. So I opened them and I look inside. Make sure it's the right offset because it doesn't look right. What I mean by that is I'm not sure if they're gonna clear my big ass Willwood brake kits. So I'm gonna give them a try, mount them on right now, and hopefully they work, dude. I don't know, hopefully they work. Hey guys, I'm here in my messy garage, trying to figure out what to do about these brakes that are so fat that they don't clear a 35 offset RPF1. It's funny, the old wheels that I have, they're EKM3s. They're 40 offset, but because of the sign of the spoke, it clears just fine. So offset is in everything, and to be absolutely clear, there was no other offset option for this wheel setup. And I really want this wheel setup. It's wide, it's fat, whatever. Might put some fat tires on it. We'll see. But so I'll show you what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I got the brake calipers out. I really don't want to hack away at them. That's just really ghetto and not nice of them. So, oh, by the way, this is where I cut out for the brake rotors to fit. I also cut out down here a little bit, but that's fine. I don't mind cutting that stuff. I don't want to grind away at the actual caliper. I would have to grind, like, let's see if you can see this. Like, I would have to grind this down like 1 millimeter and this here 1 millimeter. I don't like that. But this is the bracket for that caliper, and as you can see, there are some shims in here. I don't think I need them on this side, to be really honest with you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this shim on the other side of that, and that should move this whole bracket inward a little bit, and then we should be okay from there. So let me try that out. I'll let you guys know how this goes. Wow. I just dodged the bullet. Long story short is, like, I'll show you now. My idea worked. Basically, it's the caliper is 1 millimeter further into the car, and it clears no issues. There's no more scraping or any further damage going to the caliper, and it looks like whatever I did before only damaged the clear coat. So that's how small the clearance was for me, at least. But there you go, race car problems. These are some of the washers that come, or shims that come with, let me see if I could, like, focus on this. Whatever, you get it. They come with the Willwood kit, and they have 3 different sizes, but they're all pretty small. I ended up running to Home Depot, and I basically got a washer that was a little bit thicker. That way I only have 1 versus like 2 or 3 or whatever. And it isn't rocket science, but this is what I'll tell you guys, man. Like, you're doing a lot of stuff to your car. Like me, you're trying things out, and unfortunately, like, let me put this phone up here. Unfortunately, you get wheels or something, and a lot of times we're buying wheels online. We're going off of what other people said, but you run into stuff like this. You run into my whatever brakes don't fit, and I'll be honest with you. My initial reaction was to grind down the brake caliper, because it was easier. It would have been like, because all I needed was a space of about 2 mil. I was only rubbing on like 1 tiny bit, and I already did a little bit of damage to the clear coat on the other side. So that lets you know, like, I didn't do damage to the actual brake caliper material, whether it's billet or whatever it is, probably some part of some type of billet, aluminum. But anyway, I went ahead and put the wheel on the passenger side now, and with the Home Depot washer or whatever, that thing runs great. Not runs, but you know, it fits really, really well. It clears, it just clears. So there's not a lot of light on this side of the garage, but I'll try to do my best to show you what it looks like. I do love this wheel. I know it is for the most part played out or whatever you want to call it, but this is a classic aftermarket wheel. It's a performance wheel. So you go to a tracking event, you see most guys are running this wheel, especially if they're running a Japanese vehicle. It's a stupid lightweight wheel. I'm really stoked. I used to have these in my Turbo RSX, but those were 17 by 10, I think 18 millimeter offset, something like that. I still have them. I'm not selling them because you never know what could happen. All right, so with that, I leave you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. There are a lot of guys who like wish me the best and all this and that, and I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Morning, guys. It is now, let's see, what time is it? That's 6:43 a.m. Anyway, so the predicament I put myself in is I found a buyer for the new wheels already. I didn't think this was gonna sell that quick, but people were hounding me like till late. I ended up having to put them pending sale because I didn't want to answer everyone's potential seller when I already had 5 people lined up. And there's this one guy who's been he looks like he's very straight up. He's very honest. He's like, dude, just let me know when you get them off. And long story short is I'm happy working with him. I also got a ton of stuff going on today, kids, family or whatever. So I called a few places last night. I tried to get an appointment and they were like, we're packed. Don't bother coming. Or come, but we can't promise that we'll get it done. So I thought, to make it easier on the shops, I could just bring the wheels. They don't have to deal with mounting them off the car, putting them on the car. I don't have to worry about them torquing them with like an air compressor, impact gun, that kind of stuff. That stuff always worries me with those shops. But I'm gonna go and get that done, get all these wheels loaded into the minivan, and you know what? I will do a weight test. So I brought a scale and I'm gonna weigh the old wheels with the tires, and I will weigh the new wheels with the tires. See how much weight I saved. I was gonna try to weigh them without the tires, but it's whatever. Like, we could probably do the math and figure that out. And honestly, I don't have that much time. I gotta get going. So I'm gonna get these suckers off and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I got the wheels. They're all mounted and balanced. Now, I decided to go over what I did to make sure the brakes fit. So I'll show you right now the whole shimming thing that I was talking about. Now, I do realize that this is not for everybody. This is something I choose to do for myself. If you don't feel comfortable doing something like this to your car, don't do it. Just if a lot of you are following me like, oh man, dude, I want to have brakes like that, and I want to have wheels like that. That combination won't work unless you're brave enough to go to Home Depot and buy yourself some washers. These are, I don't know, about $2 mil each or whatever, but I already did one side. I used the shims that came with the Willwood brake kit originally, but the clearance was still very tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these instead. I already used them on the other side and everything is just perfect. And it's still tight, but nothing's touching, nothing's rubbing. What you're seeing here, this is the bracket that comes with the brake kit. It bolts right into our OEM whatever, but the caliper slides right in here, and that's what holds it into place. So I'm gonna put this back for now. Now that you know what that looks like. Okay, so that's there. Now, all I gotta do is remove these 2 bolts, and you're gonna see the washer come out. There goes one set of washers. They're very thin. They really are shims. back in. Is it really like that? Oh, there it is. Rotor goes back in. Okay. Oh, that was smooth. That's it. It gave me a little more trouble the first time, but I guess I already compressed the okay, make sure nothing's touching, meaning the dust guard isn't touching. I'm gonna put this brake line a little bit back so it's not rubbing up against the heat. And that's it. Brakes are back in. This is so easy to work with, and I'm so happy with this brake kit after owning it for about 6 months. I know I hated it at first. I bashed it a lot because, you know, the brake lines, they don't include them. I think they should be included for something you pay that much money for. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put wheels back on, clean up, and putting the car back on the road. Okay, so moment of truth. Let's see how much these weigh. I mean, they are not light, man. 49 pounds with the wheel and tire. I'm gonna put them on there one more time. Maybe 3. Do an average of 3. 49.5. 49.5. All right, so the old wheels with the tires, 49 pounds. Okay guys, moment of truth here. Let's see if it'll tell us how much this thing weighs. I already know, but I'm just doing it for you guys. Let me see. 42.5. We'll do it 3 times again. Zero it out. 43. 43. Okay, so there's our weight loss per corner. 49.5 minus, let's say 42.5, just to make it very easy. There you go. Do the math. Wow, guys, I don't know. Oh wow, it's blinding me. Sun's blinding me. But yeah, I don't know. I am so freaking happy with these wheels. It's like, yeah, that's something to be proud of, man. Like, wow, like, yeah, it's worth the little bit of extra trouble, man. Like, damn, the car looks sick. Now it's starting to look like a race car. It's starting to look like a car that actually has some real power underneath. And dude, the weight savings, that alone is worth it. You know, I'll definitely feel that when I'm like braking hard, and it's the brakes, they stand out now. So now I'm like, it doesn't look like I have like fake brake covers. Have you seen those? You know what I mean? But I don't know if you could tell, but I'm happy as shit. Like, this is badass. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. There's a little button right down there that says subscribe. If you really want to know when my videos come out, just hit the little bell notification icon to the right of that. But yeah, man, shit, I'm happy. I think you guys can tell, right?